Okay, let's go.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
You
H,
have
I, J, K,
toothpaste
L,
on
M, N,
your
O, P,
face.
Q, R, S.
Can't you see?
Where? Where? Oh.
Why do you act like that?
Why you ain't like that?
Like we're...
Like that. Hi, welcome to Kettle of Fish. I'm your host, Jack, and this is my co-host, CP.
Hello, how are we, Jack?
I just power moved you. That's how I am.
Because you called me your co-host?
Yeah. You're like the co-host and I'm the host.
That's why you wanted to do the introduction today.
Yeah, I've had that in mind for a little while.
Submit that one to Hamish and Andy. Introduce yourself first so you can introduce whoever else you're with as your co-friend, co-dependent, co-colleague, co-worker.
You remember that event that we MC'd in high school together?
We did. We did
Yeah.
get invited to MC an event at high school.
I should have done that then. That would have been way more impressive if I was like, "Hi, my name's Jack. I'm the host. This is the co-host, Courtney."
Instant social.
Instant social elevation.
Absolutely. Social power.
How was your day?
It's been all right, Jack, but to tell you the truth, I'm a little tired.
This is an incredibly rehearsed bit. Why are you tired, Courtney? Tell me more.
What was I meant to say for why I'm tired? Line. So we had a bit of a predicament, Jack, today when we started to film, and we didn't have chairs.
No. So.
Why didn't we have chairs? We had chairs last week.
All right. So I'll go over this really quickly. I shouldn't be holding a pen. This is going to be a temporary set. We're going to get a better set eventually. It's going to be in the same room, but we're going to set it up a lot nicer because this doesn't look great.
When we can afford it. Subscribe to Jack's OnlyFans to help us.
Why is it got to be me that has the OnlyFans?
I feel like there's a flooded market for, just... I feel like you're more individual, Jack. There's got to be some...
I'm a rockin' twink.
Someone's got to want to see it.
Someone. Yeah, so last week and the episode that never aired, we used my mother's chairs.
Which we just randomly showed up on your mum's front door, no prior warning, and said, "Hey, can we borrow some chairs?"
Not only did we borrow chairs unannounced, we told her we were playing musical chairs, which was an obvious lie.
And I'm pretty sure she didn't believe us, but she went along with it and said, "Who else are you playing musical chairs with only 2 chairs?" And I said, "It's a 2-person game." And she inquired, "Well, if you've got 2 people on 2 chairs, how do you win?" And I said, "You get a participation award." And then we left.
We were there for literally 30 seconds total. We literally just walked in. I said, "Hey, Mum, we're taking some chairs." That was it. Yeah, so, and we turn up at my mum's house today, and I forget that because COVID no longer exists,
It doesn't no longer exist.
As far as I'm concerned, it no longer
We're willing
exists.
to suppress it into the back of our minds.
Yeah, so we kind of forgot that my mum would be back at the office. So we turned up at her place. I don't have a key because they changed the locks.
They know what you're there to take, and they're protecting their chairs at all costs.
So we're going to be getting new chairs.
Which is why today I'm feeling a little bit tired because we went to go and try and
New
acquire
chairs.
some chairs.
Yeah.
We are both very indecisive, and shopping centres are not the best to us at any time, really. They just don't suit either of our personalities or our mental capacities. So we walked around pretty aimlessly. We found a chair that we liked and it was out of stock. And then we just fixated on that chair for an hour doing laps around the shopping centre and eventually chose these very, very cheap $8 chairs that feel terrible to sit on.
I'm not comfortable.
I am not comfortable at all, and it's not doing any favours to my posture. But I am a little bit tired from that, Jack.
You know, I could sense that you were kind of like the vibes were a bit off. Like obviously we had breakfast beforehand and we brought the vibes back up. But then when we couldn't get these chairs that we really wanted, I could tell that the vibes were off and you could tell as well. So we decided we were going to buy some gifts for each other. Bring the vibes up.
Just to, boost morale at this 2-person studio.
Otherwise, we're going to have to call HR and get them involved. And
HR is just some guy that doesn't even know we've hired him yet. And it's the same guy that presses our buttons. So Regan doesn't really want to deal with that today.
He's not even here.
And I'm pretty sure he doesn't know about the podcast yet.
Oh, yeah. We had dinner with him last week. We didn't mention the podcast at all. Like, that would have been the perfect time. For context, we still haven't released the first episode. So that would have come out last week, but we still haven't released that because our schedules were fucked.
We have gone off on a tangent here.
Yeah. Anyway, so would you like to give your gift to me first, or would you like to receive a gift first?
I think I would like to give my gift to you, Jack.
Okay, great.
All right.
I'm very excited.
Should I say close your eyes?
Okay, I'll close my eyes. I'll close my eyes.
This is some ASMR level shit.
Oh, I don't like it.
No.
Oh God. Alright.
I think you'll like it. I think you'll like your gift though.
Can I open?
No, like keep your eyes closed but hold out your hands. You can open your eyes now.
It's tech decks.
It's a collector's pack of tech decks.
Man.
And you can build the skateboards.
I don't know shit about fucking tech decks. And I can barely ride a normal skateboard despite my lack of trying. But I will use these and I will get back to you guys next week on how we went with the tech decks. All right, I got you 2 gifts.
Oh,
now
you've already undercut me.
Now, if there's 3 things I know about you for certain. Number 1, you're a fucking asshole.
That's true.
Close
Should
your
I
eyes.
close my eyes?
Yeah. Okay. Here
you go. Do I hold it?
Yeah, I'm just showing the camera.
Oh, okay. It's a book.
Yeah. Okay. Flip it.
Mm-hmm.
No, other way. Yeah, perfect. It's facing you. Open.
Mm-hmm. Be kind. A year of kindness, 1 week at a time. Is this an instructional booklet on how to be nice?
I don't know. I just thought it was funny because you're a fucking asshole and you need to be polite.
I think this actually is instructions on how to be nice.
What?
How to use this book.
There's instructions on how to use the book nicely.
All right, so this is 52 weeks of instructions. So what I propose is 1 year from now, come back to me and we'll assess. We'll assess how kind I am in 1 year and whether or not I'm any good at it.
Will you forget about this book?
Absolutely. Because not only am I not kind, I'm forgetful.
Okay. There's another gift.
I feel like
Now,
it's a good coffee table book.
Okay. So, if there's the other 2 things I definitely know for sure about you is, for one, Top Gun is your favorite film of all time.
Danger Zone.
I'm pretty sure Courtney's never seen Top Gun.
Actually, I'll tell you what, it's really weird to look with my eyes closed. It's one of the very few films that I've actually seen.
Oh, great. We watched it on the bus, the Year 10 camp.
We did, and I have seen it a few other times as well. I hate movies. I don't have the attention span for them. Top Gun, I have seen.
Did you like Top Gun? The answer is yes. Obviously.
Yes, I'm going to give you what you want. I love Top Gun.
Okay, and in terms of like accessories, I feel like there's one accessory that you just are never not wearing, and that's a cap.
I was gonna
Open up your eyes. I got you a Top Gun cap.
Wait, this is actually kind of really cool. I'm gonna take this off because we're keeping this straight off the bat. Hang on.
All right, we'll chuck them on now.
I have a big head. Oh, it's adjustable.
So
welcome to the danger zone, baby.
Danger zone. Courtney can see herself in her reflection because there's a mirror on that side of the studio. I can't. I can see the computer in the studio. So I assume you like how you look in that.
I actually really like how I look in this.
I've never once seen Courtney wear a cap. So
I do sometimes wear NBA caps, and it's usually only when I go to the gym, and it's because I don't want to be seen or recognized by anyone.
you
So
kind of look like Captain America in Winter Soldier, where he's like trying to like wear the cap and the sunglasses. Okay.
I think this has really boosted morale. I think this was really good. I think your gifts were better than mine.
This was an excellent idea. I would open the tech decks, but I just feel like it's going to make too much noise in the studio. Okay, Courtney. Last week we made a bet.
We made a bet that a long time ago when Jack was in my car inebriated and I was driving him home, Jack bet me a certain amount of money that if he didn't throw up, or if he did throw up rather, I'm not very good at recapping. We made a bet of how much money Jack said he would owe me if he threw up in my car. Essentially like when you throw up in an Uber and they charge you the cleaning fee. Jack's amount was half of his savings account.
Which I said ballpark was about a bit over $4,000.
And I said ballpark. Keep in mind, I think this was a bad bet for you to make because I was sober at the time. I said about...
Look, it wasn't my most intelligent decision to make that bet.
3,700, I said.
Yep.
The exact amount was, Jack.
I think it was edited into last episode. For audio listeners, you're going to have no idea what the number was. And for video listeners, you probably won't remember. I believe it was 3,400.
The exact amount that you said you would pay me for cleaning services if you threw up in my car was $3,522.55. If you can 0.5 of a cent. It's time, my friend.
Again, riveting podcast content for audio listeners.
For those of you who are audio listening, if anyone actually does listen or watch our podcast, which I doubt anyone with a life will do, we are attaching the Among Us chain. Now, how long exactly did you have to hold on to this, my friend?
I think it was until we made another bet on the show. Which it really just incentivizes me to make more bets and you to make less bets. Great. I love it. That's going to hang every time I drive just from the fucking... Look, I'll be honest. I reckon it's probably going to break before...
No, I reckon we'll make another bet soon.
Hey, Courtney. You know me. I don't like to have a lot of stuff on the set, right?
I don't think that's true. If anything, you want a lot of things on set, but yes, Jack, I know that you don't like a lot of things on set.
Well, a lot of things that I can fiddle with. And you're probably wondering, why do I have a pen and a stack of cards?
I was wondering because it's actually already annoying me a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm a very irritable person, but that has already started bothering me.
Okay, so now that the punishment jars are empty, would you say that it's fair to say that when someone makes a mistake on this show, that they would have to accept a punishment out of a jar that we both submitted to? Would you say that's a fair thing for us to do?
I'm skeptical, but I'm going to say yes.
Okay, so we'll speed this up, but we're just going to take 3 cards and write 3 unique punishments very quickly.
Very quickly?
Yeah.
I wanted time to think about this.
I'm sorry, man. Yeah, there's a picture on the back.
That's why you were cutting up the cardboard beforehand.
Yes.
I will let you write yours first. See, my concern here is I'm concerned that you are stitching me up one way or another, and that you've already going to... I'm already going to draw from it straight away.
I would never...
I
would never, and I mean never, do something like that to you.
How abstract are these punishments? Or are they not?
They're kind of funny.
Okay.
Like, it's not going to ruin your life. It might take an hour out of your day.
Yeah, I can live with that. Hours I've got aplenty.
I don't feel like this one's a very fair punishment, but for audio listeners, Courtney is now writing out her punishments.
These are really just like serving the other person, really.
You know what, Courtney? I'm bored. You have 15 seconds. 15, 14, 13, 2, 1.5, 1 and a quarter,
I draw that one. Okay.
1.
Go.
Why was that perfect? What? What are the chances? Go pick up the lid. We need to shake the jar.
No, you pick up the lid.
You fucking threw it. What the? That was so perfect. All right. We'll give the jar a good shake. Get those punishments.
My Kmart chair, my department store chair has...
Okay. Courtney Parrish.
I know you were setting me up. I said you were setting me up.
Last week, I made a mistake. Now, I think that this show is all about accountability. Did you notice
I think this show has nothing to do with accountability. But
Did you notice anything last week when we were recording? Or, anything you would notice in the last episode, for example?
Notice how? What am I noticing?
Did you notice anything?
No, I didn't notice anything.
Maybe someone's audio level was a little off.
And it was definitely mine being way too quiet.
The microphone was facing the wrong way.
Now, as you have a degree in this sort of stuff, I feel like you've made that mistake. That is your mistake.
I would like to confer that it is my mistake.
Okay.
So I will be drawing a punishment out of the jar. But before I do that, on the back of these microphones, there is big text. Can you read what that says for me there, Courtney?
It says back, Jack.
And if the microphone was on backwards, which way would that text, where would that text be facing?
Me.
And so, directly in front of you.
I would like to backtrack, Jack. And I have evidence. I'm putting the lid back on this jar. I have evidence. Also, have you noticed anything different about me today, Jack? Anything different at all?
Anything different?
Anything different to the usual?
Oh, no.
Just count them down. Just what's different about me?
You're wearing a hat.
What else am I wearing?
Are those new glasses?
They're new glasses, Jack. Do you know why I'm wearing new glasses, Jack?
Damn it. I thought I had you.
Do you know why, Jack? I am wearing new glasses.
Fuck!
So with that...
I really thought I was going to get a gambit here. I really thought I was... This is why you don't try to stitch up your friends.
Draw a punishment, my friend.
Please don't be one of mine. Damn it! Buy me...
What did it say, Jack?
Buy me Lego, which...
I'm going to make a request. Can I cash in my Lego?
What do you want?
I'm going to give myself a week to think about it.
Damn it.
If we had a bell at this point, this would be the point we start ringing it.
You know what? Fair game. All right.
Alrighty.
Man, I can't believe that. I really thought I had you. That was at my own doing as well. I really could have, that was entirely preventable. I just didn't have to bring it up.
You just didn't have to bring it up. You could have not made us do that. Not made me sit here the whole time with my brand new glasses on, which are upped in prescription. So now I can see, because I can quite clearly now see that says back. Last week, I can guarantee you I didn't.
All right. Great.
Okay,
So
Jack.
we'll get back to you with what Courtney will tell me on next week's episode what Lego she would like.
Yes, I'm going to decide a Lego. I'm going to decide a good Lego too. Okay, Jack. Okay, Jack. You used to work at a fast food chain that I regularly go to in the mornings before work for a coffee on my drive
cup
to
of
work.
coffee, yeah.
Just a cup of coffee. Not going to say where. Not offering any free promotions to us.
It's one of the largest, actually no, the largest fast food chain.
That you can get coffee from.
And these glasses happen to be from there. That's all we'll say.
That could be anywhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, in this just very generic drive-thru I go to every morning,
Yep.
I like to order my almond latte. I drive through to the next window.
Yep.
I pay.
You see a person wearing a red uniform.
It's not always red. It's not.
Sometimes it's
Stop.
blue or grey.
Stop. It's not. It doesn't matter what color it is. And there is then, I would argue, a second and third window usually.
Sure.
When I pick up my coffee, a lot of the time I drive to that second window after the payment window, and I'm greeted with a, "You need to drive through to the next window."
Yep.
And so this happened a lot, to the point that I started thinking maybe you only pick up coffee at that last window. So I just kept driving through to the next window each time they said it to me, and it was starting to intimidate me a bit. So I thought maybe I'll cut out the work for them. And I will just, if I see that next window free, I will start driving through to the next window. So the other day I drove through to the next window without them.
You're just cutting out the middleman, really.
I'm just helping them out. These guys are working hard. They've probably been working since 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever time their particular shift changes at this very generic drive-through.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking behind and I'm sitting there and waiting, and I see the person behind me is getting a coffee, and the person brings back the coffee, and I see them run down the window out to my car because they had not told me to drive through to the next window. And this was probably one of the occasions in which they were going to give that coffee to me at the second and not the third window. So my question is, am I supposed to sit there every time until they tell me to drive through to the next window?
I think that's a fair enough question. The reason, it's not that interesting, the reason. So at this generic restaurant, they are timed and they have to get every car through in 120 seconds.
Interesting.
Or it might be 3 minutes, I can't remember. And so every window has a time. At that third window, which is the coffee window, it's the...
So it is a dedicated coffee window.
It's the cafe window.
It's the KF Cafe.
It's the cafe window.
Yeah.
And so that doesn't count towards the time in the drive-through. So the first and second window are the only windows that count towards the time.
So you're telling me that when I was supposed to be sitting at that second window and I opted to drive through to the third myself, some poor person on the inside has just been scolded for exceeding 120 seconds when I wasn't even there to collect my coffee.
Probably, yeah.
Probably.
No, so yeah, it's not that interesting of an answer.
Just follow instructions, really, isn't
Yeah.
it? Drive through to the next window. Don't opt to drive through to the third one yourself.
Maybe you should listen at the payment window, because sometimes they'll say, drive through to the last window.
Maybe that's where I've gone wrong.
Okay, this is a really quick one. I got new jeans the other day.
Interesting.
Have you noticed anything? I don't know if it's just my perception, but have you noticed anything about how I look in these jeans?
Yeah, can you give us a demonstration, maybe? Even just a...
I think that... Let me be clear right now. I don't think that I have a great ass, but I think my ass looks great in these jeans. And I would just like affirmation from my best mate that my ass looks good in these jeans.
Shoe thick. All right, Jack. We spoke about this very, very briefly earlier, and I cut it off because I wanted to bring it up in the podcast. I think it's fair to say you and I and probably most of Melbourne at the moment, need a holiday.
Yeah. No, I do need a holiday.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I don't take holidays pretty much ever because I just don't have time.
Yeah. No, I'm a casual employee at my place of business, so I really I can't take time off.
You can't take time off.
No. What am I gonna do?
What are we going to do? We only have 1 day off a week. Well, we have 2. I think it's illegal to have just 1, but
2 days off. Yeah.
We have 1
day off in common.
aligned
Yeah.
day off, and that's the day that we film. So technically, we are working. Anyway, Jack, we need a holiday. So I was scheming perhaps we need to just get an express holiday.
Express holiday. I like
Express
it.
holiday.
Like fast food, fast holiday.
Fast coffee in under 120 seconds.
120-second holiday. Jeez, I don't know if we can do 120 seconds.
But I think we can do 24 hours.
24 hours. All right, where are we going? Actually, wait, I have something for this. Courtney. Would you care to read that to the audience?
I have just been served.
I don't know who got served.
The Weekend Warrior card. It's your turn to plan a weekend adventure. P.S. It has to be something we haven't done before. Good luck, and don't fuck it up. Well, with that, Jack,
That worked out great.
I was going to sit here and plan a 24-hour holiday with you.
I think you should just surprise me.
I think I should surprise you as well.
Mm.
If you will willingly give me a 24-hour window that you just black out of your schedule.
How soon? Like next week?
I reckon we got to maybe give it till just after the 90% mark for vaccination hits for Melbourne.
Which should
'cause it
be
gives
like
us-
next week, right?
It gives us a lot more freedom.
Yep.
Give me 24 hours. And any details that are required to get us anywhere in Australia.
Yep.
And I will take us on a 24-hour holiday.
I am excited. I'm thrilled. I cannot wait.
All right.
Let's do it.
It's an agreement. We are in agreement.
Gentleman's agreement. Courtney, you did something incredibly disrespectful to me today.
I just offered to take you on a holiday, but...
I wasn't going to bring it up, but you know what? No. I am sick to death of your fucking shit, Courtney. I'm very upset about this.
Is this about how late I turned up this morning?
No.
Okay.
Couldn't care less. I was in the shower until like 3 minutes before you got here. So it was fine.
Okay. What have I done?
When you used my toilet today,
Yes.
I'm assuming the toilet paper ran out when you were in there.
Yes.
What way did you face the toilet paper in my fucking bathroom?
The wrong way.
Is that the way you hang that in your house?
Not in my own home, but in anyone else's.
Was that a power move?
You've just been power moved. And you know what's funny? I'm so used to doing that in anyone else's house but my own that I didn't even realize that I did it to you. You've been power moved.
That's such a... You need to submit that to Hamish and Andy. That's brilliant.
It's enough to make you slightly uncomfortable and take another 5 seconds out of your day.
It's subtle. I like it.
It is. It's just chaos everywhere that I go.
I mean, it wouldn't take 5 minutes out of my day. It'd probably take...
I said 5 seconds.
Oh, great. Yeah, sorry.
5 seconds is all I need to know that I've derailed your day just a little bit.
Great.
Fantastic.
I think we're good to call it there. It'll be a bit of a shorter episode.
I reckon it'll be a short one. At the moment, it looks like we've recorded for 42 minutes, 43 rather, which will be a lot longer than a lot of our episodes, but we have so much we need to cut down from this one.
Why was there so many segments of just complete silence?
Probably because we didn't think this out very well.
Yeah, so before we end, I want to give a quick shout out to Jordan, who designed our logo. It's on screen. Yeah.
Thank you. You can find his work at
drink_inc, I think it is, or Deadeye Tees. I'll put the links on screen. Maybe.
And if not, we'll go over this audio and we'll include the correct name of it and the correct ad so that you can find it. We thank you, Jordan. We love our artwork and we think it's pretty cool. You can't do that. You have to cut that out on the audio because that sounds weird. Stop doing that. Cut that out. That's foul. That is foul. That is foul. You are disgusting. You disgust me.
Bye.
I won't be here next week. Thank you very much for listening. Please tune in next week. You can find all of our previous podcasts wherever we post them as the Kettle of Fish podcast.
Is this like a power move of me like holding my finger over the button, like trying to make you hurry the fuck up?
It was really intimidating me, but I wanted to do a proper outro. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.